Welcome to another episode of Grubmasters. I'm John, and today we're going to make Pizzagaina. Pizzagaina, or pizza rustico as it's known in some circles, is a very savory meat cheese pie that's consumed right around Easter time. My family made it on Good Friday, and even though it's loaded down with meat, we never consumed it on Good Friday. We actually waited till Saturday or Easter Sunday to eat it, and we typically had it as like a breakfast. It's delicious. It's out of this world. This is my mom's recipe. I wanted to share it with you. I'm going to be doing it today without our traditional crust. I have the rolled out sheet dough, which just makes for very easy pie making. And I have my meats and my cheeses here. I'm going to walk you through those. Basically, I have a nice 1/4 inch slice of prosciutto. And again, 1/4 inch slices from the deli counter of pepperoni, Genoa salami, gabagool, and provolone cheese. So those are all sliced 1/4 inch thick, so I can make nice little cubes out of them very easily and quickly. I have a pound of ricotta. I have a cup of mozzarella, a 1/2 cup of Romano, and I have entirely too much basket cheese. That's a pound of basket cheese. I only need a 1/4 pound of that for one pie, but you can't really buy it any smaller than that, so we'll just 1/4 that up and dice that as well. 2 beaten eggs. All that goes in, gets all blended well together, gets put into our pie dough in our pie plate, and covered and egg washed. And then we're gonna bake it off in a Dutch oven today. Should be super simple. And the star of the show is the ziti chimney. Can't forget the ziti chimney. I don't really know how much it works, but it's kind of cool. My mom did it, so we got to do it that way too. All right, let's work with our wet ingredients first. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to beat up my eggs. So I have 2 eggs. I'm going to beat those in. All right. I'm going to take a pound of ricotta. And to that, I'm going to add in our mozzarella, our Romano, and our basket cheese. And like I said, that needs to be quartered down and sliced. Into little cubes. All right, now our basket cheese will go right into the mixture. This is really a soft cheese. It is a lot like the ricotta, only it's drier. And now what we'll do is we'll give that a stir. All right, that's pretty good. Now it's just an exercise of cubing up all our meat and tossing that in as well, and then we're going to stir to incorporate that too. Provolone, pepperoni, the salami, the gabagool, and the prosciutto. All right, now you're just going to fold and incorporate all that. And that looks about right. So I'm gonna go grab my pie dough and we're gonna roll it out, fill the pie plate. Time to make the pie. All right, I have my rolled up pie dough. I'm gonna take that, place it on the bottom. Perfect, in goes the filling. All right, now for the topper. Beautiful. Okay, so now you need to put in the ziti chimney. So you're just gonna make a little incision. Put in your ziti chimney. And that's what Mom used to do. So I think the idea is it lets the steam out, but it's not a Pizzagaina without the ziti chimney as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so I took 1 egg yolk, I beat that, and now we're gonna brush the top of this with that. Okay, super simple ingredients, really just a lot of dicing, some cheese you're dumping out of tubs, simple store-bought pie crust. It doesn't get much easier than this for such a high caliber, savory pie like this. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to get it baked off. Now, here's one tip. I have my Dutch oven here. It's 12-inch shallow, so regular size 12-inch. And I've got a trivet, just a standard Lodge trivet down there to help protect the bottom of the pie. We're gonna use the ring method. We're baking, so the ring method works really good, where I put a ring of coals on the bottom, a ring of coals on the top. Now, this 10-inch pie plate just fits inside this Dutch oven, which is perfect. However, here's the big tip. What you need to do is you need to get yourself some aluminum foil. And you're gonna make a sling. And this is gonna help you lift your pie out when it's time. I'm gonna fold that in half. Set the pie on top. And now when it's done, I'll be able to lift it right out of the Dutch oven. Beautiful, beautiful. So this goes into the Dutch oven. And I'm just gonna kind of fold these up so I can get them easily later. I think our coals are about ready. All right, so I'm gonna lay down I'm going to lay down a nice ring on the bottom. Place our oven. And now a ring on top. Okay, I think this is going to take about 45 minutes or so to cook. I'm going to keep making sure that my ring is maintained with hot coals. I'm going to rotate, I'm going to spin the lid, and we'll check in with you when it's about half done. Right at about 25 minutes, it's time to replenish our coals. It's been just a little over an hour. I could smell this pie. It smells amazing. So let's get it out of that Dutch oven and take a look. Wow, looks great. It's a little warm too. Look at that. Man, that looks super, super good. Let me tip that up so you can see it. Look how amazing that came out. The color's awesome. All right, I'm gonna let this cool down just a little bit before slicing into it. I want it to set up a little bit and not just ooze out all over the place. So as soon as it's ready to cut, we'll be right back. All right, as everybody knows, I am impatient. I let this set up just a little bit so I can slice into it, give you guys a look at it. I've had a quick taste. It is amazing. Super important, you're not gonna ever add salt to this recipe. There's enough salt in the meats that go into this to where you won't need to put anything else in there. Very, very tasty. Taste all the meats. Definitely the cheese is amazing. My mom passed this down to me from her mom. I'm super thankful to have this recipe. It's in the description box. Hope it inspires you guys to go out there and cook it, hopefully in a Dutch oven, if not, at the very least in your home oven. And it is just so good, chock full of meat and cheese. It's really delightful. Let it sit up in the fridge or a cooler overnight, and it's even that much better. It's just really decadent. We'll see you guys next time. Mm.